Hi everyone. Remember when you were back in elementary school and you had to learn long division, right? Lots of fun. I'm sure you remember it fondly. Well, when you were learning long division, you had to learn things like how to carry over things to the bottom, and you had to learn things like remainder. Well, you might have been thinking at the time, when am I actually ever going to use this thing called remainder? Congratulations, today's your day. In today's lesson, you're going to be learning about a operator. It's an arithmetic operator called modulus. And the modulus operator, what it does is instead of performing division, it actually performs division and then gives you the remainder back. And then you're going to see in this lesson that there are actually lots of ways, especially in computer science, to use remainder to solve particular challenges. Here we have an example of modular division in an arithmetic problem. So modulus, the mod operator, gives the remainder when we're dividing two numbers. So in this example, we're asking the question, what is the remainder when we divide 10 by 3? So you might want to pull out your pen and paper. And if you remember middle school, you remember how to do long division, right? So if we're dividing 10 by 3, first we want to say, okay, how many 3's can fit into a 10? We can fit 3 in there. That gives us 3 times 3 is 9. We subtract it out, and we see that we have 1 remainder. Okay, so our answer to this question is going to be 1. And that's what Java will give us when we run this code. So why is this useful? There are lots of times in programming when modular division actually helps us write a program that models the real world. Most of the time, it's going to be when we're looking for something that works in a pattern, right? Anything that repeats over and over again, we can model it using modular division, or mod. It's also really useful for telling even or odd numbers, and you'll see this later in the lesson. If you want to tell if a number is even or odd, you can mod by 2, and that answer will give you whether it's an even or odd number. Anything that has to do with time calculations, right? If I said it was 1 o'clock right now, what time will it be 60 hours from now? Well, you can use mod 24 or mod 12 to figure out that answer. This is also useful for some problems involving money. So a lot of cash register programs tell you exactly how many quarters, how many dimes, how many nickels, and how many pennies to give back to someone to make their total amount of change. They use mod. It's also used for encryption on the internet. Lots of encryption techniques rely on the modulus operation to change information into an encrypted version of that information. Right? Now, it's important to note that mod will only work on integers. You can't mod a double. So with the mod operator, we can also use it as a compound operator, and this is called the modulus assignment operator. The idea here is we can save ourselves a step by applying the modulus operation and assigning the answer back into our value here. So this is the same problem from the first slide. We say int x equals 10. X mod equals 3, so we're basically modding by 3 and then reassigning the value into x. And then if we print that out, we'll get 1. So now let's go into the coding demo and code along together playing around with the mod operator.